When I first met Shawnee Gruber, she had some frustration as far as the process. She definitely wanted to do her kitchen, but the people that she talked to before she met us just didn't direct her to where her vision wanted to go.
Three contractors that actually came out, sat down with us, gave us their ideas, drew up plans, that kind of stuff.
During our first consultation, my objective was to try to meet a design that fit her budget, and we were able to do that.
When Lou came out, he was the first and only person to say to me, well, let me get an architect to see if we could do this. And I thought, well, that sounds like a good way to start. So that impressed me right off the bat.
Mrs. Gruber loves to cook cookies, so part of our design was to incorporate a system where it made it much easier for her to do that as far as storage and cooking.
We always talked about me having my dream kitchen.
And I thought it would make her happy.
And it did.
We had to get many members of our team involved, our architect, our production manager. We also, in keeping budget in mind, we also extended the addition out over their deck. Instead of tearing their whole deck down, we extended the addition out over the deck, and then we had to come up with a way where we were able to make the structures two separate structures. So the deck was one structure and the addition was another structure.
Initially, the design process started with me saying, I want it bigger and I want to go this way, and I want a big window and I want a big island. And from there, we kind of worked everything else in, and then came the parts to make it functional and make it my dream kitchen.
When Shawnee came into the showroom and met with our design team and she saw the vision that we had, computer generated within the design, she just loved it.
It made it easy for me because, again, I have no imagination, and putting this together wasn't easy for me. And to have it actually somehow get from my mind to my house was pretty impressive.
When Shawnee saw that 3D rendering of her kitchen, at that point, that's all she had to see. She totally envisioned it at that point.
But having that 3D computer imaging really was helpful because I have no imagination, and being able to see it instead of just talking about it really made it work, and we changed things around, and it was arduous, but really worth it.
And by the time the process was done, she was clear on the design, she was clear on our selections, and she was extremely comfortable and ready to move forward with the construction.
Everybody that we had to deal with was great too, and they all knew what they were doing, and I learned to trust them because, you know, if I didn't know where I wanted something exactly or how I wanted it to look or finish, they seemed to know exactly what to do, and I went with it, and it was perfect.
When we enter into a design agreement, we will come out to the property with our architect, with our design team. We will investigate every possible scenario that can come up during the construction, so we can include that in our contract so we don't have any unforeseen costs or unwarranted change orders.
Well, I think we got quality, and we also did stick to the budget. I mean, anything that changed from what we said we were going to do in the beginning to what happened in the end was during our decision-making process and what we chose. So we didn't get halfway through the kitchen and, oh, by the way, we have to do this and it's going to cost so much more. We didn't have any of that.
It's very important to have the right trade contractors that the homeowner feels comfortable with, and it meets the vision of the team.
I really, really liked everybody that came out to the house. I was very impressed with that. You know, there's so many different people that come out, from the flooring guys to the electricians, to the carpenters, to the project manager, and the painters. And without exaggeration, I liked everybody. I was amazed. I didn't think that was going to happen.
When I saw the project completed, I was extremely happy with the outcome. It actually came out better than I initially envisioned.
They did a great job, listened, and gave us what we wanted.
I think the kitchen's the most used room in the house.
I love my kitchen. This is my favorite place.
The kitchen is where everybody kind of gathers for everything.
Looking back, you know, I wonder if we could ever expect to have something go so smoothly.
There wasn't anything that wasn't taken care of.
Because in the end, it was exactly what I wanted it to be. I love this island because we could use it for so many different things in so many different ways. It was important for me to have it be this big. I love my backsplash. I'm infatuated with that. My cooktop is my new best friend. The window, and my mixer that's ready anytime anybody wants anything baked, I'm on it. I love it. It is exactly what I wanted it to be, to look like, to feel like.
Very, very happy.